is sort of cool. It's the side of a building that's called the Rock Island Building. All big rocks cemented in.
We are by the falls in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. It's a waterfall park, and you can see a train bridge right here. rockets too. It's pretty good size. All those little, like, soft, buildings, whatever you want to call them.
This is the John Morrell plant. We are at the tower, observation tower in Falls Park. John Morrell has a big operation. This is all John Morrell right there. I don't know if that white building that's lower is part of the Morrell plant or not. This white building here is the exchange building for the stockyards. And then the gray building here, the metal building here, is part of the stockyards. Panning to the right, this is all stockyards. Up into that gravel lot where the trailers are parked, the truck trailers.
Kind of windy up here, isn't it? Yeah.
And this is the arena where we were for the auction.
That is a pretty nice view. Then you can see everything. See that on the right hand side, that sort of open, like, grass area?
Yes.
I was wondering if there were railroad.
I don't see any now. There's vehicles parked up in there on the top part of it, like some kind of road.
Yeah, there's nothing there now, but I think maybe there used to be, and that the tracks came from the other side there.
I don't know. There's tracks running along here,
yeah,
along the river.
What were you wondering about? Oh, we were just looking for railroad tracks going up.
There's that first railroad bridge that we taped.
Yeah.
Over here to the right, AJ.
I know, I was going to say you can see it.
And then the track goes all the way through the trees there.
I was trying to look at that opening more, but
and then there's
all the way back up by the top.
More bridge. There it is for the railroad. Right above the falls here. It's really pretty. This is the ruins of the old mill. This is the old electrical building. Then we're going to the east here, almost to the north. Here comes the stockyards. And then John Morrell. Smells like John Morrell today too. It's not good.
It is such a nice day out today.
We're kind of to the north of the falls, still definitely in the downtown area of Sioux Falls. And we're going to cross this Sioux Falls Depot. This is Burlington Northern Santa Fe Railroad.
I wonder if that depot is open to the public office.
I think it's an office. You could go up and ask.
But I was thinking of an office in the too.
Does Amtrak come through here?
I'm not sure. This is some old, looks like some kind of equipment. I'm not sure what that's used for at all, but it's kind of cool, that little engine thingy there.
It's got a blade, maybe it's for pushing snow.
Yeah, maybe pushing stuff out of the way. You can hear a train in the background. This is the Sioux Falls Depot. I'm not sure if it's open to the public or if it's just being used as an office.
We're just a couple miles out of Hayward, Iowa here, and we ran across this Ash Grove Cement Company. There's an Ash Grove Cement Company in Louisville, Nebraska. And we saw the train engine and a few cars here, so it looked interesting. We stopped to get a few photographs. Or a little bit of video, I should say. This also says some gravel company here, so I don't know what's Ash Grove and what's this other company, or what the scoop is there. Because the Ash Grove sign is at the other end of this property.
We are by Hayward,
Iowa.
Hayward, Iowa, and we are looking at a really cool train bridge going over the Big Sioux River.
I don't know if this is the Big Sioux or the Little Sioux, AJ.
Or maybe it's the Little Sioux, we're not sure, but it's a cool train bridge.
now a dance depot, but it appears to be the Akron Depot, established in 1906. Still Akron Depot in Iowa. Akron's history began here. In 1862, E.W. Sargent and L.N. Krill constructed a flour mill and dam just north of this site, where the high bank of the Big Sioux River offered a splendid location for water power. H.D. Barr hauled the lumber for the first buildings, which included a hotel at 2nd and Reed Streets, which housed the men employed in constructing the dam and the mill. Mr. Sargent also opened a general merchandising store just south of the mill. On May 22nd, 1872, Mr. Sargent and Mr. Krill platted the town of Portlandville. They originally intended to call the town Portland, but since there was another post office in Iowa by that name, the post office department added "ville" to the name. In 1882, a petition for an incorporation was decided upon by a vote of 41 to 16. The new town was christened Akron, a name selected by Mr. Sargent since he felt the old name was too long. In 1880, the first bridge across the Big Sioux River was built, connecting the town to the Dakota Territory. In the summer of 1899, the old bridge was destroyed by a tornado, and in 1900, a new steel span bridge was erected on the same site. In 1905, the Akron Milling Company, using the water power from the dam, installed the first electric light plant in Akron. In 1950, a bond issue for $18,000 was voted upon to build a new power plant and water system in Akron. This was the first election held in Akron in which women were allowed to vote. The bond issue passed, the new power plant was built at the corner of 1st and Reed Streets. The dam was no longer needed and was dismantled. The old river road was low and often flooded, so a new bridge and highway were built in 1962, about half a mile upstream. The old bridge was finally removed. Akron City Park Board, 2005. So this is the Big Sioux River at Akron, Iowa. Same river we crossed earlier further north by Haywarden. We're about 35 miles southwest of Haywarden now. Well, no, not quite. We're not that far. 10-15 miles, I guess.
I wonder if another train's going to come past.
This is 20th and Woolworth, Omaha, Nebraska, facing to the west. Not far from Piccolo Pete's, which is on 20th and Martha. This track, we're not sure if it's still in use anymore or not. There's a lot of debris out here. panning now to face toward the east. We're not very far from the downtown area. This Y here, the left track, is going to kind of take a curve to the north, and we're going to next video this grade right there. That was another branch off, or another track that was laid in here, and a little piece of the grade is still there, and then part of the bridge that will be coming up next. So where those trees are is where the grade starts. This is May 30th, 2009.
There was a bridge that came out over here. It ran at a really sharp angle down to the left here. And there on the left you can see the grade is up there.
Okay, this is the start of the grade.
This track went up, do you know I know it went to Pierce Street. Do you know the other intersection where the other bridge is?
No, we'll sooner get up there.
Okay.
It's hard for me to see. Hold on a sec now. There wasn't anything to see past this, right?
No, there's nothing. See, I went right where all those cranes are and stuff.
Okay, Jay, what else you got?
That was it. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll help you with that right away, buddy.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute, Graham, get out of there. No. Train headed to the east, crossing this first bridge at 20th and Woolworth.
The first bridge is the Union Pacific Bridge, and there's a second bridge behind it. That's the Earl.
building is called National Construction Company. 1932 is what it says up there in the top. Okay, we're getting ready to go under the bridge, and this is the view out to the west. These walls, or support walls under this bridge, have been kind of shaky for a lot of years here. They always look like they're in poor repair. Done a little bit of work on them, but it's still not good. Okay, going back under the same bridge. This time we're going to the north.
And this is the Union Pacific Bridge, by the way.
Which they need to work on. Okay, as best as we can tell, this building, which we'll have to get another view of here in a minute. This is facing north to that same Union Pacific Bridge that we keep going under. And now looking around at this building here, not the small one, the big one in the back, we were questioning if it used to be some kind of depot. We went around the front and it appears to be on the grounds of the Army National Reserve. They have a whole complex, but this particular building has a depot-like design. It's hard to see, but depot-like design is exactly right by the tracks, but it's on the Army Reserve grounds.
It's been here since at least 1958. Didn't see it in the aerial. I just wanted to let you know that this building here with the windows that have bricks on them.
The small one in front.
Yeah, the small one directly in front of us was called a tower, and it was used by the railroad to monitor the tracks. And there were people who sat inside, and I think, I'm not quite sure, that they had a control system in there too for the switches.
Okay, next bridge. This one, we're facing south on 20th Street.
Is the Burlington Bridge.
And we're south of Woolworth a little bit.
Yes.
East side of the street.
This empty area here on the right used to be the Omaha Municipal Gas Works. I have no idea why it was taken out or what happened, but it is all gone now.
What was it called, AJ?
The Omaha Municipal Gas Works.
It wasn't Metropolitan Utilities District?
Nope.
So that was before...
That was before MUD, yes.
I think I'm getting a lot of video of your nose, AJ.
Sorry, I'm trying to lean back as far as I can. This whole area all the way up to Martha Street. And all these buildings here were part of it.
There's only 3 little buildings left. There's an inebriated guy on the street.
Okay.
Big empty lot there. This is Piccolo Pete's restaurant.
Our favorite place to eat steak, or my favorite place.
Anyway. Okay, here's Piccolo Pete's. Still, it started off as a bar in I think the early 1900s. It's been a restaurant since AJ and I have lived in Omaha anyway, since the mid 80s and well before that. Have a great big old mirror disco ball in there, so I don't know how long this place has been a restaurant instead of a bar, but AJ's fave is prime rib.
And this is the other side of the Union Pacific Bridge.
Facing to the south. I think it was actually 1908.
It was part of lane cutoff, which was basically a rerouting of their main line.
This is between Grover and F Street on South 50th. And this big traffic bridge right here is Interstate 80.